the only way she would leave him was in a body bag. On that morning, this chilling threat became a reality when Jalen, in a fit of rage, shot both Stewart and Newman. Stewart died at the scene, and Newman, who was rushed to Regional 1 hospital, later succumbed to his injury.
So you telling me this nigga shot her, the father, and the baby? So he killed 3 people. Everybody, man, your boy 12, man. I see about the title, man. Crazy story, man. Crazy.
Disturbing surveillance video shared by the victim's family shows the moments before that deadly shooting. It happened July 1st in southeast Shelby County. The video shows a man the family identified as Jalen McCollins shoving one of the victims, Anthony Stewart, his ex-girlfriend, and forcing his way into the home.
So how could you hurt someone you love? How can you hurt someone you said, you told me that you were going to protect?
Please, if anyone is hearing my voice out there, please, if you're in contact with Jalen McCollins, talk to him, have him turn himself in, because he's left this family broken.
This is the story of Anthony Stewart, a vibrant and loving 22-year-old woman whose life was tragically cut short by someone she once trusted. Anthony's was in a 3-year relationship with Jalen McCollins, a man who seemed to be part of the family. But when she tried to end the relationship, his possessive nature turned deadly. On a quiet morning in southeast Shelby County, Anthony's and her father, Gary Newman, were brutally gunned down by Jalen in a shocking act of violence. This senseless tragedy has left a family mourning, a community shaken. Anthony Stewart was a 22-year-old woman whose life was filled with promise and love. She was a beloved daughter, granddaughter, and niece, deeply cherished by her family. Raised in Memphis by her grandmother, Anthony's grew up surrounded by the warmth and support of a close-knit family. Anthony's was in a relationship with 28-year-old Jalen McCollins. Jalen moved in with Anthony's and her family, and Anthony's parents treated Jalen like their son.
Baby daddy, look. Ain't he handsome? Hey, son-in-law.
I want to hear this.
Baby daddy.
I want to hear this.
Baby daddy.
No, you got to use my out.
Baby mama.
Oh my God.
Well, I will say that's up, bro. They invite you over to your house. They let you live there, bro. You gonna kill the dad and your girlfriend, bro, of 3 years. Your ex, whatever it may be. Come on, shorty, bro.
Hey, it's 2 o'clock.
Jalen.
I'm up. Put me on the cool.
Jalen, you suspect. Who you don't want to see on the live? I ain't none of your friends' friends. First of all.
That's close enough. They be ready early, baby.
That's Jalen McCollins. Damn it.
Energy seem off, though. Energy seem way off.
That's baby daddy. That's my grandbaby's baby daddy. Baby daddy. Baby mama.
Forever.
And granny.
Energy, y'all. Look at this nigga, bro.
Jalen. Look at baby face Jalen. Baby face. Look at that.
Jalen. That's big. Hey,
baby mama.
Not big, bro, but that little big.
Hey, baby mama.
Why they ain't so far away from each other as
Hey,
well?
big titties.
The couple had been together for 3
Gotta pay
years,
attention to
a
everything.
period marked by both highs and lows.
We got the Sarah, we at P. Diddy house with it, yes, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? What did they right there? Gotta love it. Little Jack attack right there.
Okay, that's what's up.
Rice Krispie.
Okay, I didn't think about Selma.
Stop playing.
Hey, white fudge pretzel.
Blue ahead, that's what's up. The Volkswagen Patrol, Blue Jolly Rancher.
With the goose.
Yay!
The couple announced that they were expecting a baby. Anthony's mother was excited at the news and couldn't wait to see her new grandbaby, but sadly, the couple lost the pregnancy. Anthony's and Jalen's relationship seemed promising, filled with the hope and excitement that comes with young love at the start. However, over time, the dark side of their relationship began to reveal itself. Jalen McCollins, who initially appeared loving and devoted, soon showed troubling signs of possessiveness and control. As their relationship progressed, it became clear that Jalen had difficulty managing his emotions, especially when things didn't go his way. Anthony's family would later share that she had been trying to end the relationship for over a year. Despite her attempts to break free, Jalen's grip on her life remained tight, with threats of violence, or he would take his own life whenever she tried to leave. The relationship, once a source of joy, became a source of fear and turmoil. She posted on her social media, "Ain't gonna lie, my toxic days are over. All the arguing, fighting, acting crazy, etc. is over with. We're going to talk like adults and get an understanding, or you're going to get away from me. Simple. I'm not wasting any more energy and time. The last few years have been stressful. I just want some paper, peace, and real love." Anthony's found herself trapped in a cycle of emotional and psychological abuse, as Jalen refused to let her go. But no one expected that he would soon do the unimaginable. On a fateful Monday morning, July 1, 2024, 28-year-old Jalen McCollins allegedly shot and killed his girlfriend, 22-year-old Anthony Stewart, and her stepfather, 65-year-old Gary Newman, around 5:15 a.m. in the 7600 block of Newfound Gap Road, near East Shelby Drive in the Pinnacle Point neighborhood. The Shelby County Sheriff's Office is currently on a manhunt for Jalen, who is considered armed and dangerous. He is described as standing 5'9" tall and weighing 175 pounds.
He's sick for that,
This tragedy reportedly unfolded after Stewart attempted to end her 3-year relationship with Jalen. According to family members, Jalen could not cope with the breakup and threatened Stewart, saying that the only way she would leave him was in a body bag. On that morning, this chilling threat became a reality when Jalen, in a fit of rage, shot both Stewart and Newman. Stewart died at the scene, and Newman, who was rushed to Regional 1 Hospital, later succumbed to his injury.
So you telling me this nigga shot her, the father, and the baby. So he killed 3 people in one day. You killed 3 people in one day, bro. You killed a... Was that even a baby? Was that the baby with her? With his? Was that his baby? Lost for words.
Jalen shot Anthony's stepfather as he was trying to protect his daughter. The family's Ring doorbell camera captured moments before the shooting, underscoring the terrifying ordeal. It shows Anthony's appearing to try to get away from Jalen, pushing him, and he seems to be trying to talk to her as he continues to follow her. Neighbors in the quiet Pinnacle Point neighborhood, where the violence occurred, were shocked by the events. Some recalled hearing the couple arguing in the past and witnessing previous domestic disputes, but they never imagined it would escalate to such a tragic end. After the murders, Jalen went on the run.
Please, if anyone is hearing my voice out there, please, if you're in contact with Jalen McCollins, talk to him, have him turn himself in, because he's left this family broken.
Tonight, we're learning more about a deadly shooting in Southeast Shelby County.
Bro.
2 people left dead.
I'm lost for words.
Investigators say they're looking for this man, Jalen McCollins. Tonight, the family of those victims talking to Fox 13, urging people with information to help find this suspect.
The victim's family told me they believe this all happened because one of the victims tried to break up with that suspect. Now, the Shelby County Sheriff's Office is urging people to be on the lookout for him and warning that he's considered armed and dangerous.
Bro, like, why y'all be so stuck on females, bro? Like, my thing is, bro, okay, y'all broke her, right? She wanted something better, bro. She wanted something new. She wanted a whole new start, bro. Why couldn't you just get a whole new start, bro? There's a billion females in the world, bro. You killed 2 family members. Her dad, her, and the baby, because she want to leave you, bro. Come on, bro. I didn't want to talk no more, bro.
I just want him to...
Look, bro.
He needs to be brought to justice one way or another. My sister treated him as her son.
She wanted him to be on the live.
Even Gary, the victim, the person that he murdered in cold blood, brought him into his home.
Terror in Shelby County. A family home turned into a crime scene Monday morning. The victim's loved ones identified the 2 people who were killed as Anthony Stewart and her mother's partner, Gary Newman. They say the suspect, Jalen McCollins, was Stewart's boyfriend.
From what we can gather is that she was trying to separate from him, and he was having a hard time coping with the separation.
Investigators say Stewart died on the scene and Newman died of his injuries at Regional 1 Hospital. But Stewart's aunt, Sonia Witherspoon, says Stewart's teenage brother was also in the home when it happened.
My nephew was home sleeping in a back bedroom when everything occurred. You hear your loved ones being murdered around you. You know, you clearly know what's going on. You can hear it. yeah, I'm just happy that it wasn't any more fatalities.
This isn't the first time this family has experienced tragedy. The
That's
anti-violence
crazy.
advocate Frank Gotti is Witherspoon's brother. In 2020, their other brother was killed in a shooting. Witherspoon says these incidents show that anti-violence message is as important as ever.
Maybe he can bring his own family some justice, as he has done for the community several times.
Witherspoon had this to say to the alleged suspect that she says shared a home with her.
I want to say some folks look so familiar. Folks look so familiar. I just can't put my finger on it. I feel like I've seen him around before somewhere, bro. I've seen folks somewhere, bro. I just can't put my finger on it, bro. Like, I feel like I had an encounter with him, like talking to him or something, bro. Maybe I'm tweaked out. I don't know.
Her loved ones and is now on the run, considered armed and dangerous.
Maybe I hooped with him or something. Really?
Turn yourself in, son. It's not good. It's not looking good for you. Do the right thing, Jalen. You have a chance to make this right. Make it right, son.
This wasn't the first time Jalen exhibited violent behavior. His criminal history includes several domestic violence charges filed by previous girlfriends, although all were eventually dropped. The Stewart family is devastated by the loss of Anthony's and Gary. Anthony's was described as a young woman full of life, joy, and love for her family. She was brave and fearless, and her untimely death has left a deep void in the hearts of those who knew her.
Damn.
Gary Newman, a U.S. Army veteran, was remembered as a quiet, reserved man who was always dependable and loving. He was a father figure to many and is being mourned by his extended family. The grief is compounded by the fact that the family had welcomed Jalen into their lives, treating him as one of their own. Stewart's mother, who was at work during the incident, has expressed heartbreak and disbelief. Despite everything, she still refers to Jalen as son and has publicly pleaded with him to surrender to the authorities. Her message is filled with sorrow and a desire for him to do the right thing.
She's a strong woman.
If not for his own sake, then for the family he has shattered. Anthony's aunt, Sonia Witherspoon, has also spoken out, urging Jalen to face the consequences of his actions. Witherspoon, who lost her niece and her brother-in-law, is struggling to process the senseless violence that took place within their home. She believes that Gary likely died trying to protect Anthony's, as he would have done anything to keep her safe. She also revealed that Anthony's had been trying to end the relationship for about a year, but each time she attempted to leave, Jalen threatened to end his own life. Witherspoon deeply regrets not knowing about Jalen's violent past, as she might have been able to prevent this tragedy by encouraging Anthony's to leave sooner. The family's pain is intensified by the fact that Anthony's younger brother was at home during the shooting, asleep in his room.
Crazy, bro.
Although he was not physically harmed, he was forced to endure the trauma of hearing the violence unfold, knowing his loved ones were being murdered nearby. The incident has also brought renewed attention to the broader issue of domestic violence in Memphis. According to the Shelby County Sheriff's Office, they have responded to hundreds of domestic violence calls this year alone, with many involving physical violence. This case highlights the devastating impact of such violence and the urgent need for more awareness and preventive measures. This tragedy is particularly heartbreaking for the Stewart family, who have already experienced significant loss. Anthony's uncle, Frank Gotti, a well-known Memphis community activist dedicated to reducing violence in the city, lost his brother in a shooting in 2020. Now, he is mourning the deaths of his niece and another brother, both victims of the very violence he has worked so hard to prevent.
How y'all cope that, bro?
Along with the rest of the family, is calling for justice and pleading for Jalen to turn himself in, not only to bring peace to their grieving family, but also to honor the memory of the lives he has taken. In the wake of this horrific event, the GoFundMe page has been set up to help the family cover funeral expenses. The page, organized by a cousin, describes Anthony's as a vibrant, courageous young woman who was taken too soon, and remembers Gary as a loving and dependable father figure. The family is now left to navigate their grief and loss, seeking closure and justice as they lay their loved ones to rest. The family's plea to Jalen is simple yet profound. They want him to take responsibility for his actions. They want peace, justice, and an end to the pain that his violence has caused.
I'll say, bro, probably end up turning himself in later, bro, because where is he gonna go? Like, and his mental is gonna get so he ain't gonna be able to handle no more. He's just gonna have to turn himself in, bro.